Fucking dead. They're dealing cancer of cancer.
And she's by herself. We're on track.
Fucking
There.
flash so
Oh,
she could avoid my Q.
bye right there.
Ruined.
Oh my god, I got the wrong. Fucking who recommends this stupid ass boots on Zaya? Oh, well, the fucking boots ruin. I just go the recommended. Shitty ass ruin right now.
Already
Goodbye.
では、前に出ます。
Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Ah. I just realized the sound was leaking through. Apologies for that. Happy Monday, hello. How's it going, guys? I did just get the go live tweet out. If chat would do me the favor, give it some love. We're getting started here. Right meow. Hello, everybody. It is a little cold today, honestly. Like, it has definitely gotten chilly in Florida. We've had like temperatures in the 30s and stuff today, so it's actually cold for Florida. But yeah, I've actually had a pretty pleasant, restful weekend. I hope you guys did too. As you guys know, we're kind of at that point where like tax season's about to begin for me. And so because of that, hours are probably going to shift on me. I just kind of am going to keep saying this at the beginning of streams here for a little bit, but bear with me. You guys know tax season usually lasts until about April. So for probably about the next 3 months, streams may not happen at their normal starting time. I still want to make sure that I'm like working out, having some time to like rest and eat before stream. So streams may be up to a full hour late. I'm hoping that they won't. That's not going to be my goal. I want to get as much live time as I can with you guys, but admittedly, getting out of work an hour later will naturally impact that. Looks like I just need 10 servants and male enemies. That's unfortunate because I'm not going to get. I'll get servants, but I'm not going to get male enemies off this. So I may have to find an alternative. There we go. JP sure got a funny looking Violet. Yeah, we were wrong. It is really interesting because, like, I do agree. Like, I was talking with Avalon about it, and at first I was like, like, what evidence really is there? Like, why are people so sure it's Violet? And then I looked and I was like, yeah, this is kind of conspicuous. It's a big, like, flower-centric event. And they kind of made all the Sakura faces on Raid Up. It kind of screamed Violet. And then as far as we can tell, we're not getting Violet. Now, what I will say is they may be using this as a mechanism to basically go in and like give her more story. Because my understanding was when Nasu had talked about Violet in the past, he kind of made some statements along the lines of like, yeah, it's a shame that we couldn't do it. We didn't really have the time, yada, yada, yada. So I think this is like they're trying to maybe like set it up so that it could be a thing. Maybe Violet will be Valentine's Day. It's possible. Like I said, my understanding is that Valentine's Day is supposed to be the unit that we didn't get earlier in the year, but we'll see. Oh, I think capture card borked. There we go. You might get an introduction in the event they get added at some point next year. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Khalil. Valentine's Days, yeah. But yeah, no, that's why. I was sitting there thinking like, man, it is a thing. But yeah, so hourly schedule change is probably a thing for me, chat. This week schedule is Tuesday, so tomorrow is date day. Because a friend's birthday is happening, and basically we're going out to dinner for that. I also believe I will be off Friday because I think she's coming over here. I have to double check with her on that because there's been some happenings. But yeah, so like you guys have me today, you guys should have me Wednesday, Thursday this week. And then we'll see. I think next weekend is a potential 4-day week. However, and this is another thing I wanted to talk with you guys about. So I have some upcoming discussions basically for you guys. So obviously, like at times like right now, really not a whole lot going on with FGO. We have like new stuff coming at the end of the week for JP, and that's exciting, and I can't wait for that. Especially to see like what the overall temperament is and like what the devs are kind of doing with it. But there's naturally going to be things that'll probably change around here. I have kind of talked with you guys already about some of this, and one of the things as well, and it's not all going to be bad. Like some of it's going to be actually pretty interesting and good. But I sat down and I had a nice like heart to heart with her yesterday about this, and the idea that potentially she would be joining me on stream. So one of the things we've set out is that we want to have a gaming night together where we game together and we do stuff, and like that'll be a thing before we ever go on stream together. But I think she has expressed interest in doing that as a way of having more time, and I think she also has a little bit of an interest in what I do and potentially doing some of that for herself. So we'll see how that goes, but it's definitely an interesting thing, and I'll be excited to introduce you guys to her whenever that happens. I'm doing pretty good, Hades. I'm probably in the extreme minority that's not all that excited for the new units. FGO Future still up in the air. Yeah, I do think that there is at least some need for them to clarify what the plan is. But we'll see, right? Like again, if you don't feel the need to roll, just don't roll. I've said this to you guys many times over the years with regards to mini units that no unit is essential, no unit is required. I get that there's a lot of like peer pressure, a lot of FOMO, and like you just don't want to miss something that, you know, could potentially go away for a while. But if you're truly, you know, uncertain on the future of the game and you don't want to spend the money right now, just don't. That is always the safer play, and these units will always have another opportunity to be rolled. Yeah, I think what we're probably going to play first burning is It Takes Two. Wait, you don't like the 5-star Strom? Why? There's someone who defeated the Singularity arc without spending a gem. That's not even impressive. Like, just based off like friend supports alone, you could easily do that. Unless you're meaning like also Lost Belt, then that's a little bit more impressive. Happy to catch stream live. Change in work time means I pass out much earlier than normal. I gotcha. It's all good. I mean, that again, that is one of the reasons why we have the VOD channel, that you guys actually can watch. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but now I forgot. Oh, that's right. So I actually just purchased them today, but chat. Wait, why did I do that? I got my tickets for MegaCon. If you guys don't know what MegaCon is a convention that happens in Orlando, in Florida. And it happens actually in the middle of tax season, which is kind of hairy, but I believe it will be an off weekend for me. So I will be going to that with the GF. And I'm going to open this up as a possibility that you guys might be able to meet me there. And if you guys are interested in something like that, feel free to message me. But I don't know how many of you guys are actually in or around the area. MegaCon Megatron, yeah. I'm in a 2,000 kilometer area. Does it count? I mean, if you want to make the trip, go for it. I would say this though: don't make the trip just to meet me. Make the trip because you want to go to MegaCon. Like that way, you know, it's more than just that, right? Went to Disney World. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. What's up, Thomas? What the fuck is a kilometer? It's a non-freedom unit. It's the only way I can put it. Can I just say how much I like the fact that the story that Avalon posted on Gaming News about the Nexus mod like rumors, the fact that the thumbnail used the Thomas the Tank Engine mod for Skyrim. Like out of every mod ever created in existence, they chose that one. And I thoroughly enjoy that. Kirk with the Bonsey, yeah. Am I gonna watch Discord vids today? No, probably not. Today we will be playing, after we get done with FGO, a little bit of Monster Hunter. Nexus mod rumors, what stupid shit they're doing now? There was a rumor going around that if you posted a link to Nexus mods on Discord, that it would earn you an automatic ban. And I guess there was like some weird stuff going around with that, and it was probably like somebody was a scammer and was linking the stuff. And so that was causing them to like when they got deleted, people were like, "Oh my god, like you get banned for linking that." It's like, no, it was a scam post. It was like meant to fish your information and stuff. I forgot how miserable Comet Shard farming was. 2 shards, 3 days. Yeah. That is why I tell people, like, you need to be really careful about farming for gold mats. And just understand that it is a miserable experience and you're just not going to get everything. Honest to God, I'm really surprised that the, like, New Year shit is still around for JP. Good question. Any thoughts on Mama Snakes from Legend? I mean, I don't know much about the character themselves. I just know that they appeared on JP last year and everyone was like, "Oh my god, why is this not a character?" And like the entire internet went wild and everybody drew like fantastic artwork of her. I said this literally like a couple of days ago, but it's like, I will not be surprised if she becomes a rollable character, and sure enough, I was proven right literally in a couple of days. I didn't expect to be proven right that fast, but I am not surprised that I was right. I feel like when you have a character that is just an NPC and they are that popular, of course they're going to release them as a summonable unit. Like, to make you guys aware and understand what went on with that, it was so popular that you had people in the greater anime and gacha spheres all commenting, liking, retweeting, drawing artwork of her, drawing other characters in her outfit, like you name it, right? So that's a big sign. That's a huge exclamation point that you should probably release that unit, and if you do, you will make money. The astounding thing there is, again, that she's a 4-star. I'm really surprised that they didn't, choose to make her something bigger, but it is what it is. Lynn is Korean. Thank you for the follow. I'm waiting for her ascensions. Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of excited over that. Like, I kind of want to see what they do for a character that we really truly didn't get to see very much of. I wonder if the card here will do the trick. And it does. Even counter class. I'm more excited about the Strange Fate collab, which I believe is going to happen this year. I think it could, depending, right? Like, we'll just have to see. Because I think the collab is a little bit more open this year per Nasu's own comments. Nasu has said specifically that, as we look forward after part 2 gets completed, I might be more open to doing collabs outside the game at that point. Now, I don't know what that means, right? Like, that may be something where he was fantasizing about, like, the game story truly being done and him never having to do anything else for it ever again. But maybe that will have been reevaluated and changed. That being said, it could very easily be the case that that we get an outside external collab this year. Maybe we get a, like, 180 from Honkai Star Rail, and maybe we get, like, a Honkai Star Rail character or unit in FGO. That would be weird. I don't know what they would do to make something like that work because we have no context for it. It's never happened in FGO. But it would definitely be an interesting thing. Am I gonna roll? It depends. Like, honest to God, I think at this point on JP, like I said, if it's not a Saberface, I don't really have a pressing need. I do really like Omisan's like design, but I'm gonna say at the end of the day, it also just comes down to need and me being practical. So we'll see. Like, I feel like she might be someone that I could pick up off like an SR ticket if I had to. Which Doctor episode am I on? We finished season 1 of the like reboot, so I'm done with God, what's his face? I can't remember. If someone says it, I'll know. But I think I'm on David Tennant now. And I think I've only watched like 1 episode of the new season. To be fair, we watched some other stuff. We watched the new Knives Out like murder mystery the other day. We watched all of Star Wars episode 7, chat. Just started playing last night, and her and your guide videos have been super helpful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Always happy to have a fan. Let me know if there's any questions or anything I can do to help. Flower Man was a caster, right? I actually don't remember. I'll pull it up here in a second. We can talk about it. I'm just focused on getting AP down right now. They could rerun the collab like 4 times with tiny changes and treat it like a whole new thing. I don't know, man. I love David as the Doctor, yeah. Kat, are you rooting for or against the U tonight? I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably rooting against them, but that's mostly just because a little bit I actually don't like the idea that the second that you become able to like pay players, Miami gets a whole lot better and suddenly is vying for a national championship again. For those of you guys that don't know, Miami nearly got the death penalty back in like, was it the 80s or the 90s? I don't remember, for paying players back when it was illegal to do so. And so it's like, yeah, I really don't want them to win. I would rather see Indiana win, who has never won it before and has historically been a basketball school. I feel like that's really cool, honestly. Eccleston, yes, thank you. For the anime called Ghost Concert, it's basically Symphogear and Fate had a baby. Interesting. I'll keep my eye on it. I can't wait till Cat gets to Don't Blink, one of my favorite episodes. So that must be the episode with the Weeping Angels, right? At least episode 8 was written by the Knives Out guy. Oh yeah, Rian Johnson. Unfortunately, I hate episode 8. Episode 8 is to me the worst thing to ever happen to Star Wars ever in the history of Star Wars. And I say that with full knowledge that the Star Wars Christmas special exists. So there's that. I don't think Rian Johnson's a bad director. I think Rian Johnson's not a Star Wars fan, and I think Rian Johnson just wanted to subvert everyone's expectations. And he did not want to follow the prior like plan for the trilogy. So I think it just literally destroyed the entire trilogy by him doing that, making those choices. He wanted to leave his mark, and he did, unfortunately. We're talking about basketball. I thought we were talking about football. We were talking about football. Are you watching Fate Strange Fake? I have not started yet, actually. I mean, like, I watched episode 0, and I watched episode 1 when they came out originally, but I have not picked it back up yet, because a little bit I'm waiting to see if I can get the girlfriend to watch it. The Christmas special is at least easily ignored. Yeah. He subverted expectations by making a terrible Star Wars movie. I know people that think that it's like the best Star Wars movie. I disagree categorically. And I feel like if people actually believe that, they're not true Star Wars fans. Like they were never fans of the original trilogy or the prequels if they like that movie. Like I can at least tolerate a viewpoint to saying the movie is entertaining and I liked it because it was different. I can't tolerate a viewpoint that's like, yeah, this is the best Star Wars movie or anything like that. It's like, I'm trying to think of like another franchise where it's happened because it's definitely happened to a bunch of them. Okay, let's use a more recent example. That's like saying if you're a fan of the Starfleet Academy thing, that show that just came out for Star Trek, that you're a fan of all of Star Trek. Whereas everyone I know that's talked about that show is like, that show is abysmal and that show is not Star Trek. So those people need their heads examined. Yeah, it is what it is. How the fuck does the Resistance Army suck so much? I don't know, dude. Like, the entire story makes no sense. So, as we were watching, chat. Okay, where is it? As we were watching episode 7, so this is The Force Awakens. If you guys remember, the Death super planet shoots its laser, and its laser, like, forks into, like, multiple things, and it's like, I'm gonna kill all the planets. I don't know if you know this, but they literally have to tell you that it is the Hosnian system in the subtitles now. Because it is never stated. Ever. Once. Never stated. At all. And the thing that is depicted makes it look like it's Coruscant that they blew up. So it's one of those deals where it feels like Disney had to like scramble and attempt to retcon it. Or they just were so bad at actually setting it up and didn't realize that they needed to clarify what was getting blown up. Which is hilarious because the only time a planet gets blown up in any of the other movies is literally Alderaan, and they make a big fucking deal about it. And it's like, Alderaan, 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 Alderaan. And they just keep saying it and hamming it up and hammering it. And it's like, then with this one, it's like, oh my god, they destroyed the Republic. And for some odd reason, we're expected to believe that the Republic after the fall of the Empire didn't kick the Empire out of Coruscant and make that their capital. We're expected to believe that they just picked some random ass other system and said, that's our capital now. And that's what got blown up. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just don't believe it at all. It's like saying Veilguard is the best Dragon Age. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to taint the audience here. I'm going to ask chat. Oh no, we don't need 5 minutes on that. Y'all get 2 minutes to discuss. The Republic is only like 6-ish planets, right? Which just like it's so dumb, dude. Like it's so actually stupid. Because this also isn't like the Republic right after the Emperor dies. This is the Republic 30 years later. 30 years. 30 years. And it's like, they're like 6 planets. And it's like, dude, that's so stupid. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. The capital's always been Coruscant. The books are the only canon that I accept as far as I'm concerned. Kathleen Kennedy's disaster is apocrypha. I kind of agree. I understand that they didn't want to take the EU, and no chat, this is not the European Union. This is what we know as the expanded universe. So this is all of the stuff outside of the like actual movies, okay? Is referred to as the EU. That's books and stuff. There are books that come after the original trilogy. That they didn't want to adapt to be episodes 7, 8, and 9 because they would have to pay royalties to the authors. So they said, let's come up with our own script. That's fine. You could have easily done that. Literally pull something out of, hey, here's an idea. The MCU, right? Literally, just like the MCU did, say, you know what? We have comics. Those comics, everyone loves them. Let's adapt them. And we just won't make it a 1-to-1 adaptation. We'll change some stuff a little bit to make it more interesting. Everyone would have accepted this exact same treatment with Star Wars if you just instead replace comics with books and the MCU with the EU. And everyone would have said, that's exactly what you should do. Just don't make it the exact same damn thing and retell it in a way that's intriguing and interesting and different. And people would have accepted it. But instead, they just... I don't even have a word for like what they did. It's like they took everything that was good about Star Wars, crumpled it up, and threw it in the trash. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then they started cannibalizing the EU anyway. Yeah, they, like, to be fair, okay, like, I think part of the reason they have started to cannibalize the EU is because of fan feedback. I think they know. They know that the product that they have put in front of the fans is hot garbage. And I think they are like, shit, we need to start, like, tapping into the EU because people like that. And so that's why I think they've begun to do it. I also think it's like part of that is like Dave Filoni doing that stuff, and I think that's Filoni trying to undermine Kathleen Kennedy and what her entire goal was. Because there was apparently behind the scenes a lot of butting of heads. Hubris, yeah. A smart decision because it means the financial side can stop another Kennedy situation where she had full control when she should not have. It could. I think the thing that worries me is when the creative side wants to do something and the financial side says no. I think there's a huge problem there. Like, that's when you're going to go, oh shit, now we're just not going to get stuff. We got Rogue One in the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. Beyond that, other garbage. Okay, so allow me to explain this, right? Because a lot of people want to give Kennedy credit for this stuff. You can. I choose not to, and here's why. Rogue One was done by a man named Tony Gilroy. Okay. I know it's kind of off the screen there, but there you go. And Mandalorian was done by Jon Favreau. Okay. Kathleen Kennedy was not allowed to touch Mando season 1 or 2. This was a widely reported thing that was the one project she was not allowed to sink her fingers into. Unfortunately, she got really jealous about the success of this show because when everything else was failing that she was attempting to produce, Mando season 1 and 2 was like the gold shining beacon that everyone kept pointing to and said, this is what Star Wars could be. You're just an idiot and you're bad. And she got really upset by that and she went and complained to the other executives and she apparently got let in on Mando season 3. And now you understand why Mando season 3 is bad. And why the entire tone shifts to a different character and a different focus. Same thing. Rogue One, done by Tony Gilroy. They kind of, I think she was hands off with this. She let him make it and it was good. Then you have Andor, which is the other big one that everyone says is good under her tenure. And they're like, oh, like according to Tony Gilroy, Andor would not have happened without Kathleen Kennedy. And everyone keeps trotting that quote out. And I'm sure Tony Gilroy is going to say that because Tony Gilroy wants to, be remembered fondly and still maybe have, another shot at making something else, right? But from everything we know behind the scenes, Andor was originally shopped to another person, another writer. To understand this, for those of you guys that haven't watched it, Andor is a story that centers around a guy named Cassian Andor. Cassian Andor is a character from Rogue One. So when this idea was first created, Kathleen Kennedy said, here, random other writer, you write the story to Andor. Kathleen Kennedy did not approach Tony Gilroy, the man that created the character. How stupid do you have to be as a producer to not understand that that's something that you should do? Now, at the end of the day, the reason she gets credit is because what happened was that other random ass writer said, hey, I'm not confident in this script. Hey, Tony, can you look this over? And Tony read it. Tony hated it. And Tony took the script, ran over to Kathleen Kennedy and said, you will let me direct this. So the only thing that she really gets credit for is, yet again, twice she got out of Tony Gilroy's way because Tony Gilroy knew what he was doing. And that's really the story there. So the best 3 things to happen in Star Wars, the only one that I can really give her credit for is potentially Rogue One. It's the only one. The only one. And since Rogue One, if you guys look, it kind of had been all downhill. I think putting the weight of all Star Wars ruin onto a single person, as bad as they might be, is giving too much leeway to the rest of the executives. Sure, I agree with that. I'm not going to say that, like, for instance, Kathleen Kennedy making a lot of these choices as the Lucasfilm head. At some point, if you're the executives lording over Kathleen Kennedy, when do you pull the plug? When do you say, even though it's not your fault, it's your fault? And I think I see a lot of people trying to shop around the idea that it's like, oh, well, she's the best producer ever in Hollywood because of looking at like the entire laundry list of things that Kathleen Kennedy has done. Here's the problem, chat. If you look at Kathleen Kennedy's list of accomplishments, they are all movies that are, or shows, that came under either Steven Spielberg or George Lucas, both of which are infamous directors that also handled script writing. They were masters of their craft and they were generational talents, which means Kathleen Kennedy never had to really hire script writers. And the ones that she did had to answer to Steven Spielberg or George Lucas anyways. Reportedly, both Steven Spielberg and George Lucas thought that she didn't really know what she was doing. Like, there is commentary from Spielberg saying that she was an idiot and they would have ideation meetings and things like that, and that they would go around the room coming up with stuff and she would come up with some of the dumbest ideas ever. So I look at that and I'm like, yeah, no, I do kind of put all of this at Kathleen Kennedy's feet, because the thing that you'll notice is everything that Kennedy has really produced after these two has been very hit or miss. Like, very hit or miss. If she gets the right people in the job, it works. If she doesn't, it's terrible, which tells me her job as a producer is to find the right people. And it really just tells me that she was riding on the coattails of Spielberg and Lucas the whole time. That's really all it was. Everything about The Acolyte was a disaster. Respect points for Filoni lost. Oh, no. You should not blame anything with The Acolyte on Filoni. The Acolyte was 100% Kathleen Kennedy's baby. Filoni just got put in charge of it, basically. But it was like, she was the one dictating all of that. Din Djarin losing his spear to plot contrivance was one of the early nails in the coffin. Pedro Pascal is a master polearm wielder. I think even regardless of like stuff like that, I think the big thing with Mando season 3 is they tried to change the focus from Din Djarin to another character entirely, and that's ultimately what just aggravated me about season 3 of Mando. Like, I do still like it, and I'm gonna say I'm cautiously optimistic about the Mandalorian and Grogu. But yeah, the whole Kathleen Kennedy put a chick in it and make her lame and gay is a thing, and it's widely documented. So it's unfortunate, but I look at that and I see like, this is the problem of a producer having too much power and being able to dictate to the creative stupid ideas that never should have been part of a show or a movie. Considering he mentored the showrunner of Acolyte and pointed at the witch thing, that he's at least partially to blame? No. I blame Filoni not even in the slightest, because what you just said right there is a load of horse shit, and allow me to show you. Chat. Wait, where's this tab? Oh no. I've lost it in my sea of tabs. Okay. Chat, this is the showrunner for The Acolyte. This is who Kathleen Kennedy put in charge of it. What is her claim to fame? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is not on Filoni. I'm dead serious, chat. Like, if you read through this, none of this is actually good or important. None of this. This is the most bloated list I've ever seen. The Bachelorette is literally her biggest claim to fame. They picked someone that had no fucking qualification to write a Star Wars show. Like, what? Star Wars doesn't necessarily have to get, like, the best of the best, but this is dumpster diving. This is, we can't find someone to write a show for us. This is cronyism at best, which is Kathleen Kennedy hiring, people that she knows and likes. Also former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I don't blame that one at all on Filoni. I'm pretty sure Filoni just had his name, like, tacked onto that show. I think the one that you can probably blame Filoni for is Ahsoka. And Ahsoka is still, you can see her hand in that. Because, like, some of the characters, even, like, Filoni, let's take Ahsoka, chat. Oh god, how do you spell Ahsoka? I forget. It's Ahsoka. Okay. Ahsoka was a character all throughout the Clone Wars series. Basically exists in Rebels. And then the Acolyte. This character is entirely consistent until this point. That makes no sense, chat, because Filoni was in charge of all of this. Why would Filoni suddenly change the character in a weird fucking way? Why would he change the other characters from Rebels in weird fucking ways? It doesn't add up. Like, I'm not going to say Filoni's like a master storyteller. And, we'll see. Maybe he's going to be really bad for Star Wars. I'm not going to say everything's going to get better. I'm just happy she's gone. That's literally my stance on this. I firmly believe it can't get worse because it's already, like, at the bottom. It's already down the trash chute in the trash compactor. Ahsoka from Fate Grand Order. I love that guy. No, not Ashoka. Was he the sole writer on others like he was on Ahsoka? That I don't believe he was. Let me see. Oh, what the heck just happened there? Okay, I don't know why the capture card decided to die. So it says it's written by him. Like, he is the sole writing credit on the wiki. Wait, David Tennant was in Ahsoka? I forgot he was. Sorry, I was just seeing that on the side. Yeah, so he is the sole writing credit. But if you look at the executive producers, Jon Favreau's here, Kathleen Kennedy, Carrie Beck, and honestly, these two have their nails and everything, and Carrie Beck is basically Kathleen Kennedy's stooge. I don't know. Like I said, I think Ahsoka's probably the most dubious one and the one you can blame him for. To me, the characterization doesn't make sense and is not... Hold on, let me fix the capture card. It is not indicative of any of Filoni's other works. Like, that's why I say it's really weird. I would not doubt Disney's capabilities to make something worse. They really can't at this point. And I know, like, you're saying, like, oh, they can. It's like, chat, so that you guys understand, Star Wars has tons of fans. But, like, basically, if we look at it from this perspective... Okay, so prequel trilogy, original trilogy, sequel trilogy. Everything from, like, here forward is dead. Disney killed this. Disney cannot do anything else other than make it better. That's all they can do. It literally can't get worse because nobody gives a rat's ass about anything on that end. This end, Disney could still try to fuck it up, but everyone already, due to the treatment over here, will just treat it as, again, as someone has put, anathema. AKA, it is a heresy. It is not actually, like, canon. People will literally start treating Disney works as non-canonical. And that's why I'm saying, like, they really can't sink any lower. People will just start to disregard it. More than they already do. He did voice a droid, that Tenant fellow. Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly who he covered, but I remembered hearing that. Like, that he was in the show. You can be a fan of something and still be shit. Yeah. And that's exactly how it is. Like, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and why am I complaining? Because it's literally been terrible. Kathleen Kennedy version. Well, I mean, again, Kathleen Kennedy apparently on the way out talked about several of their upcoming projects, and apparently there is another trilogy being developed. And I'm like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. If that trilogy is not like the Old Republic, I actually question their sanity. I question what they're doing. It's not that you can't make other stuff in the Star Wars universe. You can. It's like, good God, dude. It's the Second Order trilogy, no. Tenet was the voice of Ahsoka's droid. Ah, the lightsaber thing. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, R7A7. Which is apparently a designation that belongs to something else. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Oh no, sorry, Hu Yang, not R7. R7 was an astromech. So this character, chat, is literally David Tennant. And honestly, like, there are some things in Ahsoka that I think are really good. There's some things in Ahsoka that are really bad. I would say, like, If Ahsoka, to me, Ahsoka's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. And I'd say 7's a real fucking stretch. It's really like a 6 to me out of 10. The Acolyte is a 0 out of 10. If I had to give it a point, it's still like a 0.1. It is the singular like worst thing I've watched in a long time, and still watched the entire thing. The Battle for Endor special? Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, so hold on here though. Let me snag some stuff. Because chat was asking, but there was a live stream on JP. And let's talk about that. The chat, Mr. 2 got a title update. Mr. 2 basically got rebranded from Tucson and Mr. 2 to the development director. This is what I was worried about. And just to briefly mention this is kind of what I was talking about. People are like, oh, we're getting a part 3. No, you're not. If you really want to like debate semantics, you could say that this is part 3 because it comes after part 2. That's really it. But why am I saying that we didn't get part 3? Part 3 would have implied some sort of plan for another multi-part like story series. They are not saying that at all. And that's what I need you guys to understand. At best, what they're saying is that we'll continue to dump some stories on you guys for one more year. Now, if you want to be super optimistic, you can say that, again, this is like 2.5. This is like their new Epic of Remnant to get us to part 3. If that's the case, that's cool. Okay? But I sure as fuck wish they would come out and actually clarify that. I truly do. I think that is one of my biggest problems with how the devs are handling themselves. And it is evident by stuff like this, where he is no longer part 2 dev. He's just the development director. Now, on one hand, them giving him a more broad and bland title is a good thing. It just means that Mr. 2 is cemented in his spot. He's done a good job. They're not going to get rid of him. He'll continue as long as they will have him, right? That's a good thing. On the other hand, though, it means that they don't want to call him the part 3 development director because they don't want to say part 3. They don't want to commit to part 3. Why is that a problem? Why am I making such a big deal about this, chat? Because this is the devs telling you that the game will exist for one more year. It's possible at the end of 1 year that we get another year. But it's also possible that instead you don't. This is why committing is an issue. They're saying we can't commit to that. They're saying the game will exist as long as the players continue to play it. But they're not willing to commit to something longer term. Because they're not willing to commit to something longer term, unfortunately, this will result in players also not committing long term either. This is going to mean that players are, even more than they already have, be flying a little bit by the seat of their pants. They're going to go banner to banner, event to event, more than they ever have before. And when there is nothing going on, players will just legitimately drop the game. And they will also consider whether or not to stick around or come back, depending on what the next piece of content is. That's not good. You want to show that you have a roadmap, a plan, something for the future. That's my complaint here. I'm not saying this stuff to doom and gloom it. I'm saying it because I'm pissed off that they're not actually committing. They need to. They're still trying to keep a foot in the door and a foot out, and that's fucked up. You need to commit all the way as the devs if you expect the players to. It's hard to expect your community to actually like commit all the way when you won't commit and you're saying like, yeah, who knows where the game will be a year from now. That's not good messaging. That's not good for the actual community. It's been my primary complaint about FGO since year 5 of the game. And over all that time, and even a little bit before that, you had Nasu doom and glooming things. And that was one of my big complaints, is that Nasu's statements were just ultimately harmful to the community. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, chat. I think it absolutely has been. I think that I've been proven right on that. Because while the game still is popular, while the game still makes money, it's not as popular as it used to be. And some people will say it's just because of the age of the game. And I think it is to a degree. But I also think comments like that don't help. I think comments like that push people away. And you have people in the community that are saying things like end of service, like FGO is dying, like all that stuff. I don't think that is the case at all. But that's what opens the door to that sort of talk. It's this lack of commitment from the developers, from Type Moon, that allows people like that to speak with impunity. And that's so fucking stupid, because all it is a parasite. All it is a gaping wound in the community that you're trying so hard to keep. And I just don't think it's smart of them. So, again, I'm happy for him that he gets to continue. I love Mr. 2. I hope he gets to continue for many more years to come. But holy shit, please, dear God, keep things going. And actually talk about the fact that you intend to. Apparently, Kawasumi recorded Logress's voice lines around 12 years ago. I've had this debate with people for a long time as to whether or not Nasu planned part 2. And I think we can say that, like, not everything was planned. But to say that there was no plan, that there was no intelligent design there, that Nasu didn't actually plan a part 2 and already have a cliff notes and ideas for what he wanted to do with it all the way back before the game began, I think that's foolish. I think Nasu absolutely did. I think after years and years and years now, we've kind of seen this. You don't record voice lines 12 years ago for Lord Logress if that's not the case. Right? Now, what I'm willing to say, though, here, though, is I think Nasu's plans did end with part 2. And so when it comes to a future, when it comes to a part 3, I think Nasu's caught a little bit in between. He's got one foot in, one foot out. He knows he should continue it. He knows his reputation rides on it. He knows the profitability of his companies are all beholden to it. But at the end of the day, this is really all just going to boil down to what exactly Nasu decides. If Nasu decides to continue, we'll have it. But to me, yeah, Nasu planned part 2 way ahead of time. He didn't have all the finer details worked out but he obviously knew certain things. And we know this too from interviews. Things like Paladin Mash were always planned according to Nasu. And if we look at part 1, that was like nowhere close to being a thing. So it tells me that Nasu had originally planned beyond that. Okay, thank you for the resub, bud. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one. All companies have 5, 10, and 15-year plans. Yeah, this is why I'm saying, like, I think they naturally are formulating things for, like, things after this for part 3, but they're not willing to commit. They're not willing to say, because I feel like they're worried about things, like, behind the scenes. Either Nasu himself has trepidations, or the company is unsure of the staying power of the game now that part 2 is over. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Again, to be a fly on their wall would be really interesting, right? But that is what that is. Next up, chat, and this will be something that we'll have to go over in another day, but apparently there is a new user survey. This is gonna be really important. I've said before, like, I think the last user survey we had, I said it was the most important user survey ever in the history of FGO. Guess what, chat? This one's more important. This one's going to matter because you're going to need to give them earnest feedback about what you want for the game, about whether or not you want the game to continue, about whether or not you want more story, or you're fine just being, frankly, milked. Like, basically, they just release, like, I don't know, simple events and things and new units, but you don't get much story to it or something like that. I think obviously they would love to do that because they could just let them print money, but I don't think the community would support that. So you need to give them earnest feedback about what you want, about what you like, about what you don't like, and what you want to see in the future of this game. So that'll be a thing. The new event is revealed to start on the 23rd. I'll probably be gone that day. I'm sorry, chat. And we'll definitely cover the new units when we get back. But this was interesting because a lot of us were expecting that we were going to get Violet here, as we mentioned before. It doesn't look like we are, but I just based off the flower symbology and the fact that the Sakura 5 are all on bonus, I think it's very likely that Violet does show up in the event. Whether or not she becomes a playable unit here, like maybe there's a second banner or something, obviously that's possible. I'm not going to bet on it because we already have 2 new gacha units and a welfare stated to be releasing. So while they could do it, I just don't think they will. But we'll see. And that's definitely going to be an interesting one. It is stated to be a point ladder event. So that will be interesting in and of itself. You could also pick your own flower for your own flower garden. And you can enhance your flower garden and get better skills. Not sure exactly what this means, but the way that I've been told is that this is similar to the dragon training event. If you guys remember in the dragon training event, you got to like pick your own dragon and pick what it looked like and everything. And they gave you a CE at the end of it. So they may do the same thing with the flowers in the flower garden. I couldn't really tell you. The event welfare is Flora. It's a 4-star alter ego. I don't know if it's single target or AoE, or if it's quick or buster or arts. We'll see. Definitely going to be an interesting one. I do like the, again, flowers in the eyes there. It's a really cool trope that anime does sometimes. I see being fully customizable is so cool. Yeah. It's cool if the flower gives me 100% arts card effectiveness. We'll see, right? You do have to complete Season 2 to obtain the welfare. Yeah, I mean, I expect this is going to be a thing. And this is why I said, like, even if they do a 2.5 chat, and if we do eventually get a Part 3, I really want Part 3 to be a reset. In the sense that this becomes a new start point. So that all other like events and things require part 3, but because you can start with part 3, you then don't have to like force people to go do part 1 and part 2 to catch up. And instead they can do part 1 and part 2 at their own leisure on their own time outside of events. I feel like that's actually the best way to handle this, but we'll see. They haven't done it yet, obviously. There's also going to be new command codes. I'm sure the Merlin one will be broken. Every single Merlin command code has always been broken. And honestly, this is just, I think this is the actual like best. I think this is the best command code art I've ever seen. And if you tell me otherwise, you're a liar. You're a liar, chat. Look at him. He is chonky. He's a big boy. And then I guess the 5-star one, ironically enough, will be Robin. It stands to reason this is going to be a poison command code. I haven't seen what the effects of it are, but it is what it is. You have new event Cs. It's going to be your gotcha Cs. And then certainly a really sweet, like, Artemis CE. It's nice to see Artemis actually getting some love, because it feels like the devs have left her just in a ditch somewhere, somehow. And then the welfare CE will be Bakin with all of the doges. So it's really funny because it's like a flower event, and yet we've already had like multiple doge things in here. You got all them heckin' Borkers. Now, the 5-star is literally the flower guy in Japan. Hanasaka no Okina. He basically is, again, someone from a fairy tale about flowers. Honest to God, Trubs was telling me about it, and I the finer points that I got is that there's a story about like him and an evil man and the dog, and the evil man steals the dog and tries to make the dog dig up gold, but instead like basically the dog like comes back and like I think they plant a tree or they find a tree or something like that, and everyone loves it, and then the evil man gets upset and he like cuts the tree down and all that jazz. So yeah, this guy's gonna be a thing. This is a 5-star caster. I'm going to be really interested to see at this point in time in the game what a new 5-star caster looks like. Is this going to be an AoE unit? Is this going to be a single target? Is this going to be a support? Honestly, I'm feeling support with this, but we'll see. We'll see. The next Merlin? Yeah, I do get a little bit of Merlin vibes from him. So I could easily see this being some kind of like support caster, but who knows? Again, I haven't, if they showed off the Noble Phantasms or whatever for these guys, I haven't seen it yet, so forgive me for that. And then the one that like nobody in chat actually cares about is the 4-star. I'm just kidding. Obviously, you guys care about this. We have a 4-star assassin, which is definitely an interesting thing. Also, kind of hilarious because she already looks like Carmilla in a lot of ways, and then they make her a 4-star assassin, which just makes me chuckle. So it is what it is. As chat has already said, I think people are going to be really interested to see what the ascensions for her are. She is a unit that was on the Snake Island event last year for JP. Again, she was just an NPC at that time. Everyone was screaming to the heavens, why is she not a playable character? Why can we not roll her? What the hell? The art world exploded. The gacha communities as well were talking about her. This was literally like a huge deal. And I think FGO unintentionally struck gold here and realized like, shit. This NPC is really popular. Popular beyond even our game. Culturally relevant and popular in that regard. we should make some money off of this. And like I said, I'm not surprised to see her come back this year. It's really nice. This is something where you can tell they put a little bit more effort into the NPC design. I always felt like when I first saw her that she would be playable because of that. So it'll definitely be an interesting one to see how she's going to work. I assume she's going to be using her tassels here basically as weapons, and she's going to be like swinging around and shit. But yeah, if you told me that's Pepperoncino's sister, I'd believe it. Yeah. Definitely, again, Hebi-san is one of those that I think a lot of people are going to go out and roll for. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Apparently, we are also getting a upgrade to the Part 1 Mystic Code. I don't know if it's an upgrade specifically or a new Mystic Code, but my understanding is this is sort of a spruce up. You get it after you finish the Aftertime beginning. So again, people keep calling it Part 3, but like I said, the devs themselves are calling it Aftertime. So that's one of the other reasons why I have the feelings that I do about like the devs' commitment level and stuff. So, but this is a requirement. You have to have completed all of it in order to get this. Apparently, you can also get it via the prologue for the Floralia event, which I don't know, chat. Do we have to have completed Part 2 to be able to play the event, or just the welfare? Which, if that's the case, maybe they do, like, you can do the free quests if you haven't. And you can do the story if you have. They have done that for other events, and if the Mystic Code is locked to the story, then you would not be able to get the Mystic Code without having done, you know, all of that. It was stated that if we missed the Mystic Code, we get it in February. That is interesting. I wonder if they're going to do like a new shop for specifically like Mystic Codes or something. Because that's been something I've been wondering for a while now, like why they haven't. Because we obviously have some missing Mystic Codes and things that people would like to get their hands on. So it'd be nice to like put them all in a shop and separate them all out, right? Big question is how much of this experience this Mystic Code will need. Who cares? And I say that as somebody that has been done with my Mystic Codes for years now. It's like they'll come out with it, you'll just blitz it, and you'll be done with it in a matter of time. So it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so again, this is interesting and this is good. This is a lot for a new event, chat. Like, we are getting 3 new units. In a January event. That's good. We very rarely get 3 new units nowadays. So it definitely looks like the devs are still trying. They're still committed in that regard. Like, they're not going to let the production value of the game slip. And for that, I'm happy. That is what you're going to, at minimum, have to do in order to retain the player base. Like I said, it really is going to come down to messaging and what they're actually going to put forth as to whether or not the community does play. So this is just one part of that. It's every single time they come out with a new event, people are going to start to judge it based off how good and how high quality and how interesting that new event is. So hopefully they continue to pump it out like this. Because again, at minimum, we know this is not the V-Day event. So that means right on the heels of this event, you guys will get V-Day with another new unit. At minimum. Okay? V-Day has always been a new unit. it stands to reason that that's what's going to go on here. 3 new units, lore hell intensifies. Yes. Come on, taunt him. See, maybe one day. Lore hell intensifies. See, I don't really have lore hell. I'm almost the polar opposite at this point. I have so many lores. I still buy them as often as I can, but I'm so freaking far ahead on them. It's hilarious. And when I say ahead, I mean like I don't have like pressing needs. Naturally I could spend all my lores if I wanted to. I just sit on them until I actually need them. How will Chocolate invade Chaldea this year? That'll be honestly very interesting. Oh, the NP5 comma did not kill. Did our deal call actually end for real, for real? Yes. Have we moved on or do we not know yet? Ordeal call, so understand, right? Part 1. EOR. Part 2, aka Lost Belt. And Part 2, aka Ordeal Call. All of this is done. What you have now is what they are terming after story. And that's why like people are saying like part 3 is confirmed and I'm like no, it's technically not. Unfortunately, for better or worse. I wish I was wrong. I wish that this were the case. But it is just what they are calling after story. So we'll have to see. As people have already pointed out, this could be a 2.5. We don't know. It's just one of those things. Or maybe after story literally only relates to that little blurb that we got there. Again, the devs have not really said. That's why I'm saying, like, they actually need to clarify. They need to give us an idea of what the future looks like, not just keep kicking the can down the road. This is our Clinad after string. God damn it. AKA ass, yes. But yeah, that's I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that at minimum, I think by anniversary, again, like upcoming this year, we maybe get some answers. We like they maybe are like, okay, we've had enough time off. We're like, we've sat down, we've thought about this. Here's what the plan is, right? So I think I can see them doing like this event, V-Day. They'll probably throw out like a lotto somewhere in here. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did like an event rerun. Or maybe 2. Right? Like I could see them doing that and like that's really all you get and it tides you over to anniversary. And then from there, they kind of know what they're doing. Because with that, chat, you have to come up with that. You have to come up with that. This is just redo. Like, that's not a whole lot, but this does cover, like, if you think about it, you could spread this out to cover basically, like, 5 months at minimum, right? Yeah, you could also maybe get, like, a Strange Fate collab or something. So we'll have to see. Like, maybe there will be a collab. Yes, there will also be Chaldea Boys. So, yeah, I think that right there, that's 7 months. And like I said, maybe they just do like 1 rerun instead of 2 or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But the point being, I think with very little creative investment, they can probably get us to anniversary. Waiting 7 to 8 months for any real news will be a pain. It's no different than we've been literally for the past couple of years, honestly. Like, that's my frustration coming out here, chat, is because they did kick the can. We don't have the answer that I was hoping to have. We don't have really any answer other than, like, I mean, yeah, shit's continuing, but we don't know to what degree and how, right? But that's kind of the same boat that we were in even before Ordeal Call concluded. We were hoping, waiting, and kind of assuming that the devs would give us that answer. And while they gave us an answer, to me, the answer is not adequate. To other people, it is. I've been told that I'm the crazy one, so. I think, but part of the reason that I look at this is I'm also looking at this from a content creator standpoint, and I'm looking at it from a game dev standpoint. Like, with these two lenses, I'm looking at it more than just the average player is. Players, I think, don't care as long as, like, new stuff comes. As long as new stuff is happening, your player base is just going to be like, sweet. But content creators depend on there being a going capability. Game devs are looking to make sure that they have that job security. That's what I'm, like, approaching it as. I'm not a game dev, obviously, myself, but I'm trying to think like what they're thinking, and that has always guided me very well in predicting what the devs are actually up to and doing. I'm not right all the time, but I am right a good chunk of the time. Think the new unit will be a meta support? It's possible. It would be really smart of them to do so, chat, because ask yourself this. Well, you have a desired 4-star from NPC jail. And wait, that's desired. And then a 5-star meta support. That's gonna get a lot of people to roll. And it makes sense. Because the big thing that these devs are gonna be looking at is, now that part 2's over, is there still enthusiasm for the game? You know, how many people come back? How many people play this event? How many people spend money? How many people roll? That, I think, is going to be very imperative, plus the survey. If they don't say anything around anniversary, I'd start getting a little worried. I would too. 7-year story just ended, and I have 2 friends that want some time to process the end. I don't know what the end to part 2 is, but all they said is give us time to process. I know what the end to part 2 is. I understand to a degree why they'd say that. But I'm also going to say that this sounds to me like your friends just want to take a break from the game. And to be fair, I'm right there with them. Like, we had a shit ton of grinding this year on JP. So, like, I'm cool with them giving us some time off. That's not my complaint. I think people are getting, like, this idea that the reason that I'm reacting the way that I am is because I seemingly want them to keep pumping content like ASAP, right? Like, It's like, no, I'm perfectly fine with them taking some time off and like us having a chill time to relax and everything like that. What I want to hear though is renewed commitment, renewed desire, and a plan to work towards the future. I think that's what I'm not hearing. And all of their messaging instead is we're going year to year. We have this after story / epilogue. That doesn't sound good to me. That sounds like the polar opposite. So that's why I'm concerned right now. What kind of support will this new caster be? Another quick support? Yeah, I couldn't tell you, honestly. I think Quick's in a much better place now with Summer Tiamat. I'm not going to say they can't do other things for Quick. To be honest, they absolutely need to. And I'd say any person that thinks that like Quick doesn't need more options is not looking at it with an unbiased lens. Like, Quick absolutely still lacks the number of options that either of the other two card types have. And I've seen people try to explain this before, try to cover for it, make excuses for it, but ultimately at the end of the day, I've always been dumbfounded as to why it took the devs so long to get off their ass and do something about it. They ask you what you want after part 2 in the new survey. Yeah. And I assume they do. Like I said, we'll get to the survey on another day. Today, for right now, chat, we've kind of done everything at FGO for today. Which actually, let me double check here. What do we got in the shop? I gotta check to see how good I'm doing on this end of things. All the coins. Give them to me. All the remaining Ascension mats. Give them to me. Still not enough there. To be fair, that is the silvers. So I still have a crap ton of stuff. Looks like it's the bronze that I have the most of, which is actually kind of surprising, honestly. We're not doing bad. I'll probably be done with the shop here in like a couple of days because I don't really need the statues or monuments. I think maybe like 2 or 3 more days and I'll just be done. Might end up taking Yuri to 120 eventually. This would be the best time to do it. I mean, he is 2 times rate here. You will have another opportunity at that, though, I believe, but it'll be a long time. It would be ass and people would still roll for Snake Lady anyways. I do agree with that, Age. I think they could give a bit to Buster, too. Honestly, I think any new Buster option you give just power creeps an existing Buster option. The new servant will probably be a Buster support with 30% party charge and a damaging NP. You mean Koyanskaya of Dark? See what I mean? Like, I really, earnestly, I don't think there's anything you guys can come up with that does not power creep something that already exists. I need Ruler Gil so bad. I am kind of surprised that they didn't like give us more of the characters from Samurai Remnant. It's a very easy thing to pull from. Been sick the past few days. Oh, I hope you're doing good. You're doing a lot better now. Something that gives charge per turn, maybe? You mean Merlin? Keep going, chat. Hopefully we'll see some strange fake characters. I'm sure a lot of people want to see it. And I think especially once like season 1's done, yeah, the possibility of a collab is going to be a lot higher. So I could see us having the collab this year. Is it guaranteed? No, I'm not going to say that. And chat. Hey, come here. Don't be that guy. If the collab is not strange fake, don't be that asshat that was like, I demanded strange fake. I expected strange fake. Strange fake was guaranteed. Why didn't I get strange fake? If they didn't, they didn't. We saw the same thing with like Tsukihime years ago. I never understood that. I get why people want it. I get why people expect it. But if it's not the case, don't get your panties in a wad. 1,000% death chance that kills through break bars and guts. Okay, congratulations, Arch. You found something. Oh, wait. No, that power creeps King Hassan. Technically not a support, but... Does Gil and Grandul take extra damage from Inima Elish? I don't remember. I think you need to be man attribute to deal more damage to Gil in the Grand Duel. Aren't we going to need like 3 years to get the finale of Strange Fake anyways? Right. And that is why I said, like, I could see them also. I can see a very logical eventuality where we don't get the Strange Fake collab this year. So as much as chat wants it, and as much as we can entertain the idea, don't assume that it's going to be a thing. Lasagna's been power creeping hard lately, so I'm expecting some at this rate. I mean, hell, at that point, chat, then Flower Man's going to be power creep Castoria. Extra record collab copium? It certainly won't happen before the game. Takeuchi wouldn't allow that. I hope not, honestly. Like, to be fair, Castoria is one of those units where it's like she really shouldn't be power crept. If you power creep her, the game's just in for a world of problems. But we can't do a real event until they finish. Yeah, and unfortunately, Narita do be taking time on things. So, speaking of which, chat, I did start watching Bakano with the girlfriend. I think I'm on like the 3rd or 4th episode of it. What do you think the collab will be if it's not Strange Fake? Don't know. Didn't tell you. It could be any number of things. I thought the novels were almost done. Okay. I'm gonna write something on the screen in relation to I thought the novels were almost done. If you understand what those letters mean, you understand why your statement's bullshit. Guillermo? No. George R.R. Martin, who very infamously has had his novels almost done for like 20 years now. His new TV show started yesterday. What was it called? I feel like I know what you're talking about. It's another Fire and Ice one, right? Like it's the one around the night. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the name of it was. One Piece has now entered its last arc. Yeah, exactly. And so chat understands why I'm saying, like, yeah, I thought they were almost done. You're right, they are. Unfortunately, almost is not the finish line. Almost is not is. And remember, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. A writer to surpass Metal Germ? Yes. If only the public was as nihilist as George R. R. Martin, you would have finished it. It is funny because I saw something the other day where he said that the ending for A Song of Fire and Ice will be vastly different than Game of Thrones. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. For starters, if it was the same ending as Game of Thrones, no one would fucking buy the book. Secondly, obviously, you need it to be better because even then, even if it's a more elaborate version of what happened in Game of Thrones, what happened in Game of Thrones sucked. Imagine if One Piece ends before GTA 6 get released. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you could do any worse, right? So the book won't introduce the Starbucks coffee cup? Correct. I watched a video recently that posited the reason why JRRM hasn't finished is because he either would have to have shit awful people win or break with his realist view and have an actually good person win. Yes. It is very much that, Arch. He can't write the story the way he wants to. That is what his hang-up is. Because he knows that if he does, that it won't be good. That people will hate it. And he's struggling with that demon. So he's having to, like, come up with alternatives. Okay, chat. I've been playing a little bit of Rivals, too, on the side. Got to try out Deadpool. He's really interesting. But today we're going to be gaggling at GOG, aka GOG Mazios. You may be right. I may be crazy. Ventus, thank you for the resub, buddy. Thank you for the 79. How you doing? I would honestly be fine with a bad ending as long as it's realistic. I kind of agree. It would kind of suck, but we would all expect it because it's Martin and he is nihilistic. Okay, calm down, Billy Joel. Wild Ventus, am dead. You can't be dead. You're talking in chat. Besides, I did leg day today. How bad was your day? I'm sure it's worse. Chat, you guys didn't get to see it, but I think it was Saturday morning. I got to hang out with the bros a little bit in the morning, and we did the Arc Tempered Jin Dahad time trial. We smashed the time on it pretty smoothly. Has to marry Cersei? That would be admittedly, like, interesting television. Like, I would give him that. And you know what's going to happen too, chat, right? Like, allow me. Where whenever George R.R. Martin finishes the books, they're going to come back and they're going to redo Game of Thrones at least for, like, the final season. They're going to do the, like, book-accurate ending. I personally and truly believe it.
Hello.
Hello. Have John marry Jamie instead? Dear God, no. Like, I don't want to get, like, too spoiler for people that haven't seen Game of Thrones and still want to watch it, but, like, I assume almost everybody in existence has now at this point, and those that haven't don't actually care. Wait, there is a wild Ventusi.
I know.
I'm just waiting to see, because we should have a full-length party. But I think Bob may be AFK. Also, don't show Ventus online. Huh?
We have you, Ash, and me in the party support.
Yeah. He won't. I bet the manuscripts are even in chest with a dead man's switch tied to his vitals set to burn when he kicks it. Probably. I guess I'll invite Dirty, because I could actually see Dirty online as opposed to everybody else.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, did we get
Charging it on Discord.
Hello.
Discord wasn't cooperating. Hello. Long time no see. Something includes the lines of
Yeah.
how dead I am.
So how have you been?
Tiring. Work is not kind.
You still working at the hotel, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we do GOG?
It's in effect.
Oh, hi, Bob. Bob also sounds dead.
Well, I always sound it.
Lay the Gogmazia. Did we need something special? I know there's like, you kind of need fire. Oh, okay. I guess it really will just accept and depart me as the person that posted the quest. George R.R. Martin used to live in my hometown all the way back in the 70s. Oh, really? Huh. Are you from Britain, Cody? Dad, this is what we're fighting. It is one bludgy boy.
Let's have another hug with no sound. Get ready, everyone! Guild sets a supply item!
God, I hate Gogmazios.
We'll struggle to dislodge the advantage. Let's start by softening up that monster's mind. Take the time.
Oh my... Really, dude? And this is why I fucking hate Gogmazios. He is so, like, pinpointly lethal. speed run? Yeah, speed run death. Yeah, it's been a hot second since I fought him, so forgive me if I'm just in his lust and get hit by everything. Dude, really? I hate the sideways breath attacks because it feels like unless you superhero dive, you're just getting hit. Dude, come on! At least let me roll under you! That's basically twice I've done it. And I'm not actually dead here, but like... He basically just one-shots me. If I don't have Sonic Barrier up. And I thought I Superman dove there, but apparently not.
Use them if you can.
Dude, I just want to cast Resounding Melody. You're gonna slam me, and I know it. No, God, no, God! What the fuck? I just want to play the game. Like, I spend all my time casting Sonic Barrier. Is this guy a dragon? He is an elder dragon. And I come down right into a actual kill shot, basically. Like, holy shit, dude. I forgot. This is why I didn't want to fight him. He's just not fun to fight. His moveset's annoying, and he's basically just consistently, like, lethal.
All units, eyes open! Don't get caught up in it!
Magnum's rising!
Be careful!
Oh, we're supposed to go up.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we transitioned.
That's a wreck. Plenty of fuel. Hey, look out! Massios is back!
What's off my mouth?
Things going our way.
we shoot him?
Yeah, I'm showing him right now. Now he's down past the toes of the next phase. I think I'm sorry moves.
Wait, he's damage capped?
Until the moves, yes. So now any damage we do is just let them undo everything. Okay,
No, game! Why would you jump me off the edge? What the fuck?
It's airborne.
Use your sacred to pursue it!
That helped.
See another day. Time to go.
This Magic the Gathering will have a Monster Hunter crossover. Monster Hunter should have a Magic the Gathering crossover where you can hunt Elder Dragons. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, you're saying that magic people get the hunt elders?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That Seeker Lair was so poorly received that they had to cancel it to redo it from scratch.
Okay, please try to give me some callouts when, like, he gonna do the thing.
Rogmasios' final form! Use every
It's gotta be the big
technique you
circle
know!
as well.
What? How did I switch weapons? No, game! You switched weapons instead of sharpening the one I wanted you to! You piece of shit! Trying to get my buffs off here. God. Yeah, it should be good.
That helps!
Not its power in check. Attack it.
Attack it with everything you have!
Dude, I love how it's like attack with everything you have. It gives you like 3 seconds of opening. Okay, something weird should be up. Dude, I hate those losers, man. I don't know how. Somehow he missed killing me. No, game! Let me out of the exploding poop funnel! Funnel. Exploding poop funnel.
That's too wide for her.
God, no.
Okay,
Time to go on the
just do
offensive.
damage on that.
Babies will.
I'm gonna put my all into this.
Where he hit hard behind me with my shield and it will
Preparing an attack.
Obviously this side.
Get behind me!
Didn't matter. That was too late already to do anything about it. Also, he is 100% right.
We still have the other one that we can add on to the women to get started with.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I didn't get damage. Okay, now I got damage?
Sonic Barrier surgery.
No, because I still had Sonic Barrier. It was really weird. Like, he shoved me without damaging me. But now I'm in trouble. Hey, game. What game? Game. What? Why do I... You're claiming I don't have potions, and that's actually bullshit. I better fucking have potions. I do have potions. Oh, I guess you guys actually popped me before I can use it. I don't know.
Little boost for you.
Oh, not the radiance.
Anti-wiper.
That's the start of your ball.
You're fine.
I had 1 dozen life left.
Act like vulnerable.
No.
Incoming! Look alive!
No, no, God! Dude. Like, he's like, incoming, look alive. I literally have a split second to roll. And I'm just dead.
Show me what you got. Seems to be containing power. Keep it up.
Fuck you, Gogmazios! I finally get to hit your head, and you just shit on the ground right beneath it. Did we cut his tail?
Power is set. Time to
DPS.
go on the offensive.
Now, hit it with everything!
Repairing their attack.
This side.
Over here! Get behind me!
Oh, yeah, behind me. Off the shield. Oh, you have the shield too.
Does any shield work? Does that have to be a specific one?
You need guard up.
Any shield. Yeah, but you need to go.
Here we go, chat. The song you've all been waiting for.
There's the one that is right behind that.
Ow! What the fuck? We didn't even get to hear the song!
I know, right?
I need to find that tail, though.
It's on me.
They found Bob.
Well, you say on me, but, like, I'm staring at, like, Gogmazio's ass right
You have to go through him.
Yes.
with you reminds me of
I was inside of Gogmazios.
Those days are long gone now.
Alright.
It was just proof you get of a hero later. Yeah.
No gem.
It'll be better. I forgot to, is it Meyer Walker that you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need 1 point of it.
Yeah, I just need to slot that in because dear God, it makes this fight so freaking bad if you don't have it. Like there was a point where like I was just about to get out of a puddle and he slapped another one in
gem.
front of me. Yep.
Fuck you, Bob.
Listen, we're staying until I get a gem.
I'm okay with this.
Because unfortunately, this. Oh my God. Cool 1300 buff supplied.
Oh, I wonder if it counts the buffs you apply to the 4 additional NPCs.
I think it does. Because normally I'm about 300. And that is a longer fight, so I can see it being more, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We gonna host it again. The hunting horn's fine. It sucks when he slams me.
Come on over.
I think I still have the other stuff equipped. I don't want forge. I want change equipment.
Already went ashes.
Oh, that's fine. Ash is already in prog. Yeah, we had the adapt jewel for something else, right?
Adapt is.
I had equipped it for some other reason.
You equipped it for New Udra. And while it's helpful here, it's not as necessary. Like, New Udra, if you're next to him while he's in fire, you take damage without adapt. In addition to the fire from being in a volcano. Here it's just a volcano. So if you have adaptability, you don't need full turn.
So I need one thing of adapt and one thing of Meyer Walker. Wait, is Meyer Walker a rank 2?
It should be rank 1.
Huh? It was right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Got it. Not seeing it.
Safe wanderings.
Okay. Well, that means we do have room. If Darty is in with Ash, I don't know if Ventus, if you want to join in.
Wait, I just finished Ash.
Yeah, Ventus is with me.
Oh, Darty
we
just
just
got
finished.
a cheeky steal on
Yes.
dolls. Got it.
That's typical for Darty.
What do you
Well,
mean by that?
I mean, Darty always shows up at the last second to increase the monster's health and get the rewards.
No, I think he joined and then he died. He did actually nothing.
Doesn't matter, he'll get completion reward.
That's also very
Unless
true.
he was the first. Unless he was.
No, there's total of like 4 deaths, 5 deaths.
Yeah, I think there's still one spare slot
there's-
in this one.
There's 3 unless you take insurance.
Okay, chat.
Reason
This
not.
time it will be better. I swear.
Yeah, because
I'm
I'm
get
here.
slammed immediately.
It'll be better because I'm here.
Better.
I think I'm using most of our outfit.
Now commencing by order of the day. Hang in there, everyone.
Now, surely you won't immediately aggro onto me, right, Gog? God fucking damn it!
We got this.
I did literally nothing. No, dude, why do you immediately slam? That's the only move you know. I play a song and you slam.
Let's start by softening up that monster pie. Keep attacking.
Sorry, chat. We're gonna. Bro. Hey, it didn't even hit me, man.
Softened up now.
I just want to get my red gauge.
Listen, you want your red gauge. I want my defense buff.
I'm going to hit him.
Oh my god, he's swinging again. Fuck off. Let me hit your wings where you're weak.
Okay, you guys should all have buffs now, thank God.
I'll stop. Brace for impact.
Dude, like the fact that he can actually like 270-degree spin and hit you is just fucking ridiculous. Like with Sonic Barrier, I'm not at danger of death, but it makes me just keep having to reapply it throughout the entire fight. And it's really freaking annoying. Hey, dude. It's so obvious, too, who he's targeting. Like, the man is just horny. Is he going only Dragonhorn? Yeah, there's really no reason otherwise.
Hang in there, everyone.
Use them if you can.
Alright, bro. Again, I love how the only times I have failed the Superman dive have been specifically when he's using his oil laser. Huh? No.
Spin box. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I actually hate God Cosmios. Like, he feels like he's just dumb in that regard compared to what he should be.
In fact, did you know the Elder Dragon Laser does more damage than all of them?
I'm sorry, guys, I'm dead. Fun fact, Bob. Rule 1 of fighting in an RPG, go to the buffer. It doesn't matter, dude. Like,
Don't worry.
GOG is the one going to the buffer here. And the second I come back down, he slams again. Right on me. That's... People say there is no hidden, like, aggro table for hunting horn users. I call bullshit. All of my experience in this game says otherwise. Like, I get a disproportionate amount of aggro from the boss. And even when he doesn't target me with attacks, he's usually, like, trying to morph the attack into me.
Magma's rising.
There's a bundle again.
That's as hard as a rock. Get out.
It's also noticeable because it's not like hunting horn's the only like instrument that I've heard, well, weapon that I play. Bro, what?
Things are going our way!
Now, attack.
Thank you to whoever interrupted that.
Down.
Again,
I have a very easy question.
no. I know that's already an issue. It doesn't matter though. Upgrading my gear is not going to change the fact that he targets me the vast majority of the time. It'll just make me survive it better. King goes full fingers above. Oh my god, I took my eye off the prize. And got roasted. This monster sucks, that's why. Oh, I know. That's like, I definitely could upgrade my gear, and that is my goal. I'm trying to get the GOG pieces so that I finally have a set that I can actually say, like, you know what, this is a huge increase over what I had been wearing. Let's spend the resources to upgrade. The problem that I've had is, like, every single, like, path they have just, oops, I passed that. Every single patch they have updated the meta, basically.
Don't let that hit you.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I think the beam is ready.
It is. Oh, no! Did you damage him from the ground? Just out of curiosity?
Yes. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, obviously. It was lava, right? But...
So you're hitting his legs, which is
Me? Nope.
if you're on the ground.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's airborne.
I'm gonna restock it.
Use your
More just
sabers to pursue it!
If you can avoid the fire damage, yeah. I just had that thought of like, huh,
Pursuing target.
now that I've fallen down there 2 runs in a row, I'm like, yeah, I guess you could actually damage him from down there.
Apparently there's some special tutorial, I guess, that I just saw that says going random levels to us and Jake, stop it.
What is AT? Yeah, it's Arc Timber. Hey.
Godmazios' final form! Use every technique you know!
Contact anti-viper gun.
Are you gonna land, big boy? I know. Restocking buff.
actually get over the fact that he just tried to chop me.
It's been great. Can you keep that up, Bob? I vastly prefer it when he does not just single target me 90% of the time.
Seem to be containing the power.
Oh, he's still focusing on me. He uses to my advantage.
Get ready.
I would bring him to the other one.
I get to hit his face so rarely. Can't tell if that's a wound on his tail or not. I don't think it is.
It's a...
Put some barriers. Oh, don't worry. He wants me. Shocker.
Time to go on the offensive.
I'm gonna put my all into this one.
Oh. No, that's not good.
Oh, what do you got, Tom? Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah, it looks like Ash can block it with his greatsword.
Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, he has guard up.
I know. That's like, it's so fucking weird that, like, when that ability goes off, you have so little time if you don't just already, like, know the fucking, and know that it's coming.
I still panic.
I basically got to have as soon as that gets phase.
Barriers back up. Yeah, that's kind of what I do too, but it's difficult to tell because you're trying to squeeze the DPS. Like,
Because like that's what I just spam on.
nice, actually got the hit there.
Yeah, there's a one. It looks like it.
It's not. It's the cannon. Cannon.
I got it.
Nice.
The circles first.
What causes certain ones to light up? some of his shit explodes. Others do not. He's dying, by the way, 10%. No, I've never gotten to read a single tutorial on this. There's just no fucking time.
In the gaseous state, when he drops those, at any point, they can be ignited by either the player or anything flammable in the vicinity. So
yeah, that's what I was asking, because like some of them aren't lit up and others are.
Yeah, if the fire plot goes on anywhere near it in its detection areas, it will then get ignited and then blow up from anything, even us. And unintentionally, we can set one off, even though we're not necessarily near them.
PPS. Bobby's is on his left side, so stick to his left side if you can.
It's fine with me. On me?
I'll stand behind me on the shield. Probably still.
Hail is off, by the way. Probably gonna be right under him when he dies. And he's down. I'm so sad because you just don't get to hear the song. Yeah, the tail is under his back, so be careful. It's right where I am.
Ever wonder if Proof of the Hero is just actually our boss theme music? And
Maybe.
the monster
Yeah,
hears
totally
it?
is.
The blue glow is slinger ammo. You can yoink. Yeah, thank you. I knew it was something. I was like, I don't feel like it's actually a tempered wound. Still no gem, boys. Game hates me.
Which saber face would go to Monster Hunter just to monsters?
Probably Nero.
Salter.
Ah, 1,700 times. I got better. This is to go even further beyond. Yeah, Salter probably would. Lalter
Salter would just
100% would.
Yeah, Salter and Walter just because of the food.
Bunny would sail across the skies just because she can.
Yeah.
Okay, let me post it up. Because us.
Oh, you already went around.
Apparently I did. I thought I selected prepare, but Missed me with that shit.
Struggle to dislodge the hand from this thing's stand. Let's start by softening up that monster's
Ah, dude, I get Sonic Barrier up and he immediately hits me and tries to combo. I hate him. Jesus, dude! That attack didn't even look like it was coming at me.
Thanks, that helped.
Thank you. Like, you guys are actually keeping me alive. He legitimately would have killed me there.
Have some assistance!
Because he's just not allowing me to play anything. Okay, you guys at least have defense up there. Oh, I did.
I will take this attack!
softened up now.
I'm healing you.
Thanks, that helped.
Oh my god! Hits his toes and it's white damage.
In this phase, you should do it.
Hey, bro, you think I have a choice in the matter of anything in this phase? This is actually the worst phase for me. And I don't know why. It's just... he just sucks, basically. I've learned how to avoid him in the final phase, for the most part. This phase, there's just no avoiding him if he targets me at the wrong time. And his hitbox, as chat has already denoted, is bullshit. Luck is shit, huh? Well, it's hilarious because this game is actually the best that Hunting Horn's ever been for animation lock. And just imagine it in other games.
This game is the best for every freaking game because you can change direction.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Especially for things like Greatsword. It's like it fixes the issue I always had with Greatsword. Which was just that it was unwieldy and clunky. And it makes it feel way more fun to play.
Eyes open! Don't get caught up in it!
I've seen videos. Great sword. Perfect targeting every. Countering what could be countered.
Hey.
So, it's one of those things like. You see memes about great sword players with skills. Like the best great sword players aren't even at least in for you. We're considered the smartest players.
Things are going our way!
Yeah, it's like the bell curve of like stupidity, and it's like it is simultaneously both the most stupid weapon and the best. Like players that play it have the lowest IQ and the highest.
Yeah.
Careful, big load. Yep. Did he just chomp me?
Look alive.
Something weird. Gonna wound. Another wound on his neck, I think. Should be good.
Yeah.
It's airborne.
Use your sacred to pursue it.
Well, I'm out of here.
You hurt?
Now I need to look up quad horn hunts. That's gotta just be ridiculous to a degree. Especially if you can actually get some focus on, like, the face, right? The head.
As long as your hunting points don't overlap the effects, I guess.
To a degree they can, it's just wasteful to do so.
Yeah.
And one of them might have a stronger one than the other.
You know.
Yeah, missed me with that shit. What? What was that? This laser was like, hey, there's an extra one there, and it instantly blows up now.
Tail's coming.
One that they developed, they coded right.
Literally, that is what it did. I was nowhere near the laser. And it was like, ha, got him. Like, that would be a massive fuck you on a, like, no-hit run. Yes, it was, Kata.
almost more serious than this.
Yeah, but he took it a step further where he was like, if you took damage from any source, yeah,
I think the only exception was self-inflicted. So like he was allowed to like stab himself to reduce his health to get buffed.
oh no. I remember he failed once because he accidentally took like 1 point of damage.
I also don't remember if the Ruby thing also damage too.
Uh-oh.
Now's the time to let loose. Let me talk. Got the power in check.
It'd be a shame if I was beating your groin up.
Time to go on the offensive.
Obviously on the left side. Fuck your tail. Nobody likes you. All my homies hate Gogmazios. Yada yada yada. Lizard. Trying Fabia. So this looks a little precarious. See, I feel like after that first one, they should just start proof. Like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they did! We must have pushed them far enough.
Yes, I was doing 3,000 damage each.
There you go, tail's gone. But I can still beat it up. I wish my ailment cleanse just got rid of the poop on the ground too. That would be great.
Straight to big circle.
Apparently. When you say get over here, you mean me die, right?
Doing his little wind dive towards the right. He's going, yep, there it is.
Alright, you guys should have attack up again. My bad, it dropped off. Right in the grundle! I was gonna say, can we get him out of the corner? Holy shit, dude.
I like the corner though.
No one puts Goggy in a corner. Gogmazio's Skittering. You know what would be great is if I carved a gem. That would be amazing. We should do that, Gogmazios. Let me carve.
Those days are long gone now.
Which one of you got it?
Fuck your ass. Where you running, huh? Where you go?
Christ. Yeah, I mean that's Ash.
That's the wrong person.
And then he also just gaslights us by not hitting accept. That we get less runs of this. Yep, still no gem.
You'll get it. I highly suggest you get the...
I mean, the worst part is I think I need 2 of them in order to complete the actual set.
Yeah, you would need 2 gems total to do the set. And if you do the advancement of the armor, if you would need another 2.
You don't need to.
Does it not ask you for 2 more?
Well, Pad doesn't need to raise the maximum upgrade.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I
She's
see.
singing.
He needs, for the hunting horn set, oil and... No, you need 1 gem for the 2 armor pieces that you need.
Monster Hunter World is definitely tilted more towards Elder Dragons. The thing is that once World was finished, they stopped doing the hyper focus on Elder Dragons, and they started moving into variants in Rise. And then after Rise, they came into Wilds, where everything is more like a guardian of itself.
I mean, I think you're gonna see more Elder Dragons. It's like they basically said this is its first, right? Like explicitly, this is the first, implying there will be more. So I think it's just because this is the low rank stuff still.
Well, the problem with World and low rank was, well, in high rank, there was no reason to hunt anything but for fight until Master. And those were the 4 Elder Dragons, or 5 Elder Dragons.
Cad, your chat's getting cut off on the stream.
What do you mean?
Like it looks like a corner of it is cut off.
Yeah, I don't know why. Tell people to stop writing such long messages.
But then,
It might just be for the Monster Hunter scene.
No,
No, it's definitely also FGO.
I mean, I could always do this. You could. Now, Nightbot, get him for spamming.
and I actually don't mind the slow approach they taken to Elder Dragons. Like, it was nice not having to hunt Elder for once.
I'm just waiting for the Lamater to come back, okay? I want
Listen, I'm
him
waiting
back.
for Devil Joe to make a sudden appearance on the hub and be like, "Hey guys, I'm back."
But Ventus, Delameter's already back, and he was in World 2.
No, Bob, it doesn't count.
That's just his
Alright.
bones. That doesn't
Posting.
count.
I would like for them to redo Delameter, but that fight is
No.
such a...
God damn it.
It was an ass fight, but I love that fight.
It's just hard to redo properly, right? Because
Yeah, no.
I need to stop hitting
Delameter-
accept and depart.
Delameter was the stage itself.
Now
Yeah.
commencing classical order.
And then what's that? The golden. What? Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Remember watching Monster Hunter hunts as cutscenes in Cinematech? I've never used Cinematech, but that sounds like
I
I
kind of want, like, it's probably one of the first, like, super hard bosses that I wanted back. Nara and Morin.
Oh, is that the sand whale?
The whale in the sky. That one.
No.
Just make it a more interesting fight. That's really all they need to do.
No, but that's what they did with Dog Monster. Like, so I'm okay with them and in Fatalis. I'm okay with them to make the fight interesting.
get.
Geismagorn wasn't even bad.
Geismagorn was hilarious.
It was just the one shitty part with the turret on the wall that made him annoying.
Oh yeah.
What was the same one at the end of Rise's main story?
Arkville.
Shara is Voldo.
Yeah, Shara Age Voldo was fun.
Oh, World. Okay, sorry. I thought you said Rise.
Oh, no, Rise. It's Rise.
No,
I heard Rise.
It's
I don't know. My brain can't
You
function.
heard it right the first time. It was Rise.
well, Rise is
My God, dude.
Malzeno.
Malzeno can go fuck himself, especially, what was it, Arc-Tempered or whatever the Primordial Malzeno?
Softened up now.
Blighted Malzeno, I think it was.
That was Sunbreak. Like if you're talking about Shara and Voldo,
Dude! Fuck you, game! I'm sorry, guys. He is actually gonna kill me here.
That helped.
No, he's not.
That helped.
Oh no, you're still not correct. Not until I get Sonic Barrier back up.
I think you're fine. I think you will be A-okay.
Get ready, everyone.
Just don't take a step into poo-poo.
Maybe actually don't would help. Maybe actually help. Knock it all over.
Wait,
Sorry,
how do you knock him over?
By hitting his bunch of wings with fire weapons.
That's what I'm doing, so you don't see me shifting side to side to help you out.
You shimmy. You shake. You bake.
I mean, I see you missing all the time, Ash.
I'll get to the bench when it's hitting. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude.
I don't know what that.
Is it right?
Here! Come to assistance!
My job is DPS, guard to intercept and attack and then repeat.
Can you go back to camp on this one?
Yes.
How did his toenail launch me forward that fucking hard, dude?
Wave breath.
No. That was not wave breath, Ash. That was attempted swipe at me. And then he got knocked down.
It's funny when he postures like that. Looks like he's gonna use the gun to shoot you.
And biggest transition.
Don't get caught up in it!
Magma's rising.
If you land all of the volcano or eruption spots, it's about 8k damage per spot, and there's 3 on the map.
Volcano eruption.
Like there's a green soft spot to the ground, but if he ignites them, you see steam coming out of it. You shoot it with a torch bomb.
No game!
Let's see if
I'm sorry, I still don't know what you're talking about. Like, I assume it's an environmental interactable, but you'd have to describe what it is.
Let's see transitions out of this. I'll briefly show you. It's just that below.
Bro, the fact that I walked into him attempting to bite me.
attack its back.
Make it work. You also got the twist thing underneath on the right side.
I think I got a chest while he was doing that? Or maybe you guys got the wing? I don't know.
It's a side wing.
Bro. I love when the very second I pop a potion, he roars. I can't fight if he's gonna do this. Like,
Boom, left on right. Run. Fire the laser. Jump down there and just point them out. You can't see them now, unfortunately, but they're here. Right here is one, where I'm at. Can you see me down here?
no, I don't, actually.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, you're pathing on the way up. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to tilt the camera back, but it's just too jank.
Yeah, once you're on that path up, it's not going to give you any camera freedom.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll kill us.
Bye-bye. Good luck on dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing you can do for an extra bit of damage. Rank 3 takes less than ours.
Fine. You stay up there, you floaty worm boy. Diablo sauce dragon. No, get it! Do it!
Time to go on the offensive.
Fabio. I was there when you got beaten this time.
He's on the right, highway.
Preparing an attack.
Get behind me!
Does that drain your stamina while you're doing that, by the way?
Nope.
Oh, that sucks.
My stamina is unfazed during that entire situation. It's strange in my heart if we don't DPS check them hard enough for the residual burn. But I can outlive it.
Nice tail cut. I really feel like he just does not stay down long enough either. Like, even 1 or 2 more seconds, I feel like, would be a whole lot better.
15%. I did not guard it though.
Does that dare you and us?
Fall back. A nasty one's coming.
Nasty one's coming. I'm gonna sharpen.
Before I ever got to blue card, his handicraft is a joke.
It's it.
My weapon is kind of clear.
Same.
Because I don't use any better build. That's for my choice.
Compact anti-wyvern gun.
But is it a meta build because he trusted?
I mean, it should be like still an illusion build.
Oh, God damn it.
Like, 4 time I think more.
Nope. Game. Like, you cannot let Gogmazio just fucking chain. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He only attacks me for like 4 consecutive attacks. It's like he knocked you down. He never lets you get up. The second you try to get up, he swoops you. I should restock, but I'm worried about him dying before I get back.
You should restock it as a smarter choice.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Well, we have 1 attempt left, so let's make this good. Or one life.
Is there a DPS check?
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult.
Preparing an attack.
Okay, Fabius is over here.
Get behind me!
I'm not
Careful, last one back, yeah.
Is it 6%?
He's safe. I literally was about to cast resounding melody to re-up everything, and he hits me right in that fucking moment. Just be careful, don't die while he's mounted. Play it safe.
Now's our chance.
Burn him.
There you go.
There. God. We were like 1 second away from attack up falling off.
We were fine.
No, that was just like that just went bad in a hurry. Like we were perfectly fine, and then it was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you.
It is a song with those exact lyrics.
I know.
The Thanos where Fabius is going.
Yeah, Fabius is character. I do find that so funny that the NPC hunters carve too. It's great.
I have reason to believe that they give you some of their stuff that they carve.
Yeah, maybe, who knows, right?
Oh, I didn't know Fabius had the mantle.
Yeah, he uses everything in his arsenal. He doesn't care what it looks like. He could look like a complete doofus and he will just pop everything.
Dude, gyms do not exist.
Yes, sir, they do.
They do not.
You will get them.
They do not exist.
They do. You must believe.
They do not exist.
they do. You must
I
believe.
do not. I do not believe. They have 15 items used. Those chugging small potions.
Damn, I
Don't
got
believe in the
nothing.
gym. Believe in the Pokemon. Pokédex Extra 241.
I definitely need to re-eat.
If you get
It just sucks because it's literally the only thing I need to craft the piece that I need. I didn't even need to kill Gogmazios other than for the gem.
Eat the Azuz meal.
Eat for Carver Cat. Don't eat for the other stuff for right now, because you get, I think, up to 2 or 3 extra carbs on the tail, which have your chance to gem. Same with the body. Gem typically comes from the tail when you cut it, but it can come from the body as well.
Once more into the abyss for my last lucky voucher.
Actually, you're using a lucky voucher?
It does increase. Well, it doesn't increase.
It increases my money, doesn't it?
And your drops.
No, does it?
Yep. You get like twice as many drops if you.
Okay. I didn't realize. I mean, I've been using it the whole time, so that just means my luck is doubly as bad as it has been.
Yeah, so what Jay says is...
It's because burning.
Well, I have not gotten a single gem, so...
As I say, I'm pretty sure it's Ash and Bomb. I know.
I did nothing wrong.
Morning Bob to join us on the Hans.
He's working on something. So I need to go. Let's go back.
Let's start by softening up that monster's hide. Keep it up.
Somehow he missed me?
You and us are different base sets, because yours come from the general, ours come from the cut.
I do not understand why it will not Superman dive me.
Do you have the thing you jig for it, or you're...
You don't need it. And I'm not diving towards him, so...
I wrong sword on.
You are...
Dude, fuck you, Gog! Let me play a fucking song! Like, Jesus! Just target literally anyone else for a split second! back on me. I don't remember anything. Useless song. I find it funny that his small arms are not a weakness, but his big, beefy talons are.
He has more bones and less flesh.
But you promised me less.
This is not the singularity of the calm down.
Who's that from? I know it's Star Wars, but yeah, I don't remember which parody it is.
Attack of the Clones. We're going to see 3PO and R2D2 went into the machinery works. Also, for the record, SSJB man, technically you're right because Cat is the Enchanter right now. And if you've watched the anime, the Enchanters usually get attacked first.
Bro, like, again, I'm not in his hitbox.
We're on to
And he's just like, no, you were. Again, my entire time in this fight is spent casting fucking Sonic Barrier. It reminds me of the Omega fight, where it's just like the boss just has a bunch of relatively unavoidable moves if you have any amount of animation. And your better strategy is not to avoid him and count on being hit by it. I rest my case! Ugh. I'm animation locked. Nothing I can do. He nicks me, gets rid of Sonic Barrier, and then goes, ha! One-shot slam. It's just such a, like, annoying mechanic.
Transitioning.
Get
Ledge
ready,
phase.
everyone.
Oh, never mind. Beat him up, Davius.
I was gonna say. What the fuck happened to the songs that I played there? You guys three-man that. Good job. Wait, that killed you?
Yeah, I'm
Oh my god, I'm almost dead too. Jeez, fuck.
He's using the Dark Knight Great Sword.
Yeah, I'm using DKB.
Hey, bro, please just let me put up Sonic Barrier. I come in after getting hit from healing, try to reapply it, get hit again, never get the opportunity to actually, like, reapply. Gang!
I can think the Dark Great Sword is a little better, but this is still putting out more output for me right now. With this build, I can do supported plus with the Omega Resonance, and then I can just crit.
Damn it. Dude, hold it fucking still, you piece of dog-ass bullshit. Yeah, that's literally what we were all trying to do, is get the one fucking wound.
No, you stay right there. Just like the piston, by the way. I'm probably gonna miss it, but you can try to do it. He's too far? Yeah, he's too far, doesn't matter.
I think he's done, isn't he?
Oh, piston was used. Did you use it just now?
Yeah, I said I used it and I missed because it wasn't there.
It's airborne.
Use your sacred to pursue it! Did what I could.
Your buffer, of course, you're the main threat. No, I know, it's just funny, because, like,
Don't let it escape.
they insist that aggro is random, and they insist that Hunting Horn has no special modifier. But everything that I have experienced playing Hunting Horn in this game specifically indicates otherwise. Because this isn't my first time playing Hunting Horn, and it's also not the only weapon that I play in this game. So it's really weird to me to see, like, how often the boss targets me. And I think part of the issue is that in this game, more than any other game, the boss can, in fact, morph attacks.
Final form. Use every technique you know.
Be upping all of our buffs. Wait, Ash died again?
How did my food ran out and my heart depleted. Otherwise, I would have survived that.
Well, we gotta be careful.
Portable BBQ.
BBL Brizzy.
Yikes. So I'll request that next time, now that you said that.
No. Not allowed to like that.
Censored.
Says the interweb. God, dude, I just want to redo my notes. Ash, also be careful. You were, yeah. Sonic Barrier should be up.
He's not close enough to go around to it.
Not keeping its power in check. Attacking.
He's gonna dive bomb somebody else after this amount of circle rotation.
Oh, we got the whale on the tail. Jesus, dude. is boxing me in, lads.
Right on.
Impetuous, beastie.
I didn't know you went full on, dude.
Ready to work a little magic?
Nice, PD.
That's the tail.
Wait, you did get the tail?
Yeah, but here the rock took the tail, but not cutting the tail.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't think environmental does specific. I may be wrong.
I'm running on left side if you need to go.
Yes, I shall. Fabius says, fuck you, I'm guarding on you.
No, I'm guarding. Fabius on there. He went behind me.
You get Sonic Barrier back up. Yup. Pass back down. Christ. Down Satan. Oh my god! Every time I get it back up, he hits me. Every fucking time.
He just whale slided, okay.
Oh yeah, he's trying to protect his tail. His tail's gotta be pretty stocky.
That was critical.
I can start spamming Echo Wave Flash on him.
Probably like another two CSs and I can cut it off. Or if someone just snipes it with a gun.
I got some friendly neighborhood fuck your tails.
Gosh, yeah.
I know you can dodge this.
I like the snaky, like, I'm totally not B-52, but I look like I'm B-52.
Oh my god.
about 6%.
Preparing an attack.
I'm guarding on the left.
That bank is too close.
Over here! Get behind me!
He's just getting hit is the problem.
Eyes peeled!
There. Oh, shit,
Tighten everything you have.
no, that tail. There you go.
3% or less. Possibly big bang in front of him. Be careful.
Back up. Got a barrier up. Defense up. Everything up.
Big bang. Know your tricks.
But you got a treat.
I'm on the street. Knockdown will kill. We can get it.
Fine in the fire.
You might be in for one DPS check if we're not fast enough.
Mr.
Oh, little bastard! Careful, he's being ornery. No! Bro, what the fuck? That is a swift kick in the fucking nuts. Like, out of all times, that's the time I stand in a puddle and fucking die.
Fierce monster. Let's try again after some preparation.
And I knew it too. He swooped me and it was like such a bullshit thing that he hit me with.
Hey!
That costs us a run. Fuck. And a voucher. I got one more in me, I think, guys. I just... that just feels so fucking bad.
We got this.
I'm literally just mounted doing my stuff here.
Nice to have you! Let's start by softening up that monster's mind.
I'll assist you
like, dude, I start playing the song, he's not focused on me at all. He immediately switches to me. There you go. That time it dove. How does that not hit? Huh? I'm sorry. Jesus.
I will take this attack.
Hey, bro, fuck your face, okay? Literally attack anyone else so that I can do my damn job. Like, I hate this idea that, like, I need to run away from the boss to be able to do anything. I should not have to play like a little bitch to be able to get my songs off. But he has such a hate boner for me that it's the only way. Like, again, that's still on me. I'm not even in his range and he's still trying.
Softened up now.
And every weapon struggles to a degree if they get targeted, but fucking hunting horn just can't do dick unless you have an offset. Or you just have the boss's patterns so damn memorized that, like, you know precisely, pixel perfectly where to stand.
I will take this attack.
And here it comes. Thank you to whoever interrupted what was likely to be a kill shot on me. He hit me once, had me in a corner, and just said, fuck me. How's it going, Fearless? Thank you for the 20. What you up to today? Hey, and what are these hitboxes right now? Like, I'm legitimately not getting any registered hits on him. And then the fucking back foot hits me! Dude! Fuck off! I'm going to the other side of the arena. He can chase my ass all the way over here if he wants. Like, holy shit, dude. Which is exactly what he attempted to do.
All unit ties open. Don't get caught up in it.
Magnum's rising. Be careful.
I think you offended him? No, dude, it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm actually getting tilted by it. It's beginning to make the game unfun.
What's going on?
Because he literally does it, and that's what I was trying to explain earlier, where, like, I think this game has an unparalleled amount of attacks, where the boss can basically morph into another attack or a multi-hit attack. And it's
No, I'm saying he's stuck weirdly on the ledge.
Leave the charging to me.
No, I know. Like I said, he just has a fucking absolute hate boner for me. And you can always tell, because, like, where the boss is looking is his actual, like, aggro.
I know it's fun to play with fire. Take it easy.
Now's the time to let loose. No matter the cost.
I want a defense, but apparently I never played the first note.
Pull out all the stuff.
Okay, ready.
Get clear of it!
Firing Excalibur.
Firing the Black Dragon.
It's airborne.
Use your sacred to pursue it!
God damn.
We have no deaths, right?
No taps.
We have no deaths.
Let's just try to keep it clean here. Fuck this guy. And the worst part is, again, I literally need the gem to drop, and then I'll upgrade my gear. It's what's actively preventing me and what's making me actually die more. Like, the game refusing to give it to me is kind of the ultimate dick move.
Wouldn't it just be bad RNG in that case?
No. The ultimate dick move. This game is sentient and it hates me. Haven't you learned?
This game is sentient.
The devs are literally watching and pulling my strings.
Better back off for now.
No. You can't disguise your guys behind the bomb.
Try to get that tail.
Whoever put that knockdown, as want you to know, it low-key didn't count, but it counted for the full knockdown.
got a wound on his right wing. Well, I think it's his left,
Got his
but
power.
you see a wing.
Waiting for this.
Time to go on the offensive.
Left tail.
I'm gonna put my all into this one.
Going left side.
Killing an attack.
Got shield ready.
Over here! Get behind me! I cannot afford to lose you!
Tail, get the tail, the tail. Keep firing, assholes. Good job. Dare slam me. Piece of shit.
He snacks action stuff.
Wait, did he actually kill you?
You got me,
Bro, how?
Mind your stamina, by the way. You're barring a little bit.
I know. It's difficult to deal with right now.
I'll try going into the other one.
You've been getting me with good on this thing. Time after initially taking the first guard call. My weapon goes back into ready stance versus just staying in guard.
No better time to go on the offensive.
Even better. I'm fishing for the mount.
Yeah, I got sonic barrier on him. And again.
I'll take a Katie. Seven.
Prioritize staying alive. Help out with life patterns.
Thanks.
That helped.
Slamming coming on massage you. That's a big bang, big bang, big bang away. Eyeball coming. Come by, let's check. I'm covering left side. Get behind me. fishing.
Careful, I don't have defense up right now. That's not a good action. Oh, shit. Okay, whoever's the last person, do not select in quest, because I accidentally immediately did.
A perfect
Don't worry,
reward for your
I got
outstanding
you.
work.
Oh, thank fucking God, I got
Did
one
someone
off the
get it?
car.
There it is. Told you they exist. You just gotta believe.
I don't believe. Gogmazios can go fuck himself and die in a fire. Okay, I'm good on the car. Still only the one.
Went to pity.
Yeah, literally, dude. It was actually a fast kill.
Telling you. You put the right people in the team, we carry your ass.
Heart's broken 4 times. Just say.
Yeah.
Just say. Carrying who, Mr. No Hunter highlights?
Listen, man.
I don't know why it hated you. It never gave you Hunter highlights. Which is just weird. Like, it almost always gives everybody a highlight. I think it just bugs out when that happens.
Okay, I wasn't meant to be on there right now.
Yeah. Okay, chat. That is going to, thank God, end it for me. Not because I don't love you guys, but because I hate Gogmazios. Let me see who else on. If there's anyone I can give some love to. I ain't see shit. So I guess we will end it here. So, again, thank you guys. I will not be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is a impromptu date night thing with friends for birthday. And Wednesday I will be live again, but probably not again on Friday. So you guys know the drill by now. I pretty much have to go week to week with you guys. But again, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not sending you anywhere, so have a good evening and give yourselves my love. Good night.
Who are those people?